up, YouTubers? How you guys doing today? Did you notice for any reason that you're just driving your car and suddenly your car shut off? Well. It might not be a bad battery, it might not be a bad alternator, as they are both capable of causing the same situation. But here, it could actually be your AC system. Your compressor just freezed up like Roman Pierce. Now, let's go over there. After popping the hood open, I shouldn't tell you to pop the hood open. You should know that you need to pop your hood open. And this is the kind of compressor that obviously do make those kind of problems. Now let's get down to it. The systems with detachable clutch system, AC system with detachable clutch, will hardly freeze up and will not allow your car to start. So in this situation, I'm trying to treat why your AC compressor suddenly freezed up. And the second phase is I'm trying also to answer the question why my compressor seized up and my car wouldn't start. So if it is a complete variable displacement compressor without the detachable clutch like this one that I have here, definitely your car is not gonna crank up and it's not gonna start. And stay tuned to this video, and I'm gonna tell you how to be able to ace that situation with a temporary solution before getting the problem solved. So you stay tuned to the end of this video and I'm gonna tell you. Now, for some other systems that are variable displacement compressor and they have a clutch, well, except you suppose your clutch is actually glued to the pulley, then it shouldn't be able to actually stop your car from starting, but it will not prevent your AC compressor from freezing up. So here, I'm going to be giving you factors that can actually make the AC compressor to suddenly freeze up on you, seized up on you. Now you call it freezing or seizing. They are the same thing because the both of them are pointing up. Freezed up, seized up. So the first reason why your AC compressor will suddenly seize up is due to poor maintenance. A poor maintenance of your AC system and negligence can actually lead to a host of problems in your car AC system. And the obvious one which you're actually looking at here is likely not even freezing up. The freezing up is the last judgment call where this compressor actually used to tell you that, look, I am done. Now, as you can see right now, there are some other factors and symptoms which your compressor or your AC system are throwing, but you're obviously not paying a very good attention, and that is why you have that compressor getting seized up. The first obvious reason is when you started topping off your refrigerant. Oh, my car AC needed refrigerant, and you boom, you charge it up with refrigerant. And let's say like 2 months again, oh, my refrigerant is down, you gassed it up again. And you are missing one important critical element of the process. A lot of you guys, almost 90% of people do this. You go to refill your refrigerant and it doesn't occur to you that there is a leak somewhere because the refrigerant inside the AC system is inside a closed circuit which is not allowed to go out after when it gets in, and nothing is allowed to go in. It's only the refrigerant and one more guy, which is the compressor oil. The oil, just like that of your engine where you pull up your dipstick, is used to lubricate the moving part of the AC compressor. And as you might know, your AC is one of the moving part of your compressor is one of the moving part inside your AC system, aside the expansion valve that move. But we're not talking about rotating. There is a difference between rotating and movement. So when you charge up your AC system with refrigerant, and you don't take into consideration that there is a leak that's actually bringing that leakage while you're topping off your refrigerant, you are just buying time, and in the short term you will have the full K of the problem that is you're actually digging. Now, so it is imperative that each time you're charging up your AC system, you need to find the leak and fix the damn leak, or you're gonna try to estimate for some reasonable amount of refrigerant oil which you need to add inside. Because sooner when that compressor runs with refrigerant and without oil inside, the compressor's balls is gonna freeze up. That is one of the main reasons why the compressor freezed up, seized up, right? Now the next second factor, which is most oftentimes is very popular in other part of the country. I could actually say that is also popular in some other countries that are not Africa, but it's much more popular in Africa. And those is actually a breakdown of refrigerant. I'm gonna be discussing three. I've actually talked about one. This is the second one. The third one is there. So when the refrigerant and oil break down, it's gonna result into a black death. And most of the causes of this problem is a poor quality refrigerant. So when you get a poor quality refrigerant, trying to, cut some corners and save some bucks, you end up spending it much, losing your compressor. So when the poor quality refrigerant breaks down, it turns into a black death, and that black death will go straight ahead and hijack the heart of your AC system, which is the compressor, that guy you're seeing right over there. And boom, the compressor balls will be freezed up, and your car might shut down if it is variable displacement, fully variable displacement compressor with no clutch, like this one here. Now the last stage why your AC compressor suddenly freezed up is the compressor is not designed to last forever, guys. This is a compressor. It's made up of the internal structural component is made up of aluminum. And this aluminum over time have what we call fatigue, all right? If it is some other metal, they still call them, they still give it some kind of a technical name, which they call it metal fatigue. So when those aluminum pistons that are present inside your compressor start having aluminum fatigue, then one of them will crack up. And most often times, even when there is a sufficient lubrication inside the system, the compressor will still fail over time. And when it fails over time, when that piston breaks up, it held the shaft that's actually connecting to that pulley right there in your clutch, and the compressor will automatically freeze up. So now the take home for this very video here is 2 is avoidable, which is poor oil lubrication, and the other one is breakdown of refrigerant. But the last one, you can't escape it, because if the manufacturer engineered this compressor to be extremely over-durable, well, you can actually afford it. It's going to be extremely expensive. So they actually do this so it can spoil, you go back, and it keeps the economy going. That's how it works, right? Now, for most of you who waited to this time, what should you do when your compressor suddenly freezed up and will not allow your car to start up? Well, I have actually witnessed this kind of problem before, and I'm gonna say it's not easy. All right, so what you need to do in such situation, if there is no way to replace, if you don't have any parts store around you and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere because the compressor, exactly this same kind of compressor without detachable clutch, made a mess, you need to uninstall that compressor, right? In some cases, if you can be able to save the refrigerant, fine. But if you can save it, well, the target here is for you to get to that pulley. And when you get to that pulley, that plate which you're looking at right there, all right, you're gonna damage that plate right there. I don't say destroy it from here, all right? You wanna find, if suppose you have look, the reality there is, even if you have a spanner or socket, you can't remove it, you can replace it, because you need to spin before you can be able to uninstall it. So in that situation, what you need to do is to tap the the edge of that flywheel, the edge. All right, let me use this one to illustrate it. Like here, you need to find a chisel and tap here, tap it really hard while holding down the compressor. When you tap it, then the aluminum inserts that are like my hands like this, that are gripping the rubber, they got broken up. And as soon as they got broken up, you're gonna be left with the bearings and the pulley right there. Then you should fit it back, then you should be able to start up the car. Then when you go back, you're gonna need to replace the compressor. So that is the only option in that very situation. Or you have to replace the compressor immediately to avoid contaminating the entire system. So guys, I know you find this. I don't need to ask you if I hope you find this very helpful. I know you find this very helpful. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share with others. I remain Dr. Fix. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now. Bye.